Hi, I don't know if you see me yet. I have a delay. Oh, good grief. What a crazy week, not even day. So, how are you, Tina? And then give me about 15, 20 seconds to see your answer. I'm putting some titanium white and a little phthalo blue on the um, titanium white and a little phthalo blue on the on my palette. And I think I'm gonna put a little yellow ochre on there too. Um, yeah, that should work. Yep, I'm here. It's not my best view. The lighting is not making me look good. You sketched in your horses? Oh, great, 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 great. Yeah, I went heavy on the chalk so that people could see it because it wasn't that visible on camera. I think this still needs to be sketched in a little heavier. Yeah, that looks a little better, and then the hooves. And then this could be sketched in a little. So I'm sketching mine in a little bit heavier so people could see them. So people could see it. All right. Bonnie, hello. There's a couple people on. Come say hi to me. All right. So we're going to get started, even though there's just a few of us. And then that way we could take breaks and not push ourselves over to an hour and a half or something, because, you know, that easily happens when I take too long at the beginning. How's everybody? You like that? I don't know what, I put a lot of chalk on there so that whoever's watching can see it. But I don't know what kind of effect that's going to have on the paint because it's pretty loaded up with chalk. I don't think it's going to hurt it too bad. So, my big jar. I kind of like this setup. I have my switch places where my, I don't like the lighting too much. The lighting is not flattering, but, you know, it's not all about me. um, anyway, I have my laptop on my table that I have my palette on, and I'm really liking that. I'm kind of like, I'm liking how this is working, and I have my camera on the other side. Like, I switch places for everything. I was kind of running around like a crazy person today, and I don't know, like it got to be this time really fast, like really fast. So all I'm doing is wetting my brush, and I'm getting ready to start painting the horses. Put the horses in. All right. So I'm going into some titanium white and a little bit of just a touch of yellow ochre, because that's going to actually be my shading color to the yellow ochre. is going to be my shading color, yellow ochre mixed with white for the horses. But I want a little yellow ochre mixed with white for the horses anyway, just a lighter, just a little bit more titanium white than what I'm going to use for the shadow. Yes, I've been really busy. Oh, good, it's showing up. And you know what? I'm having a hard time getting into the picture, so that's good. I'm going to have to set this up like this the next time from now on. Be on this side so that I'm not into the in the way. So that works out really good. Okay, you know what? The hardest thing is putting that first stroke of paint on there, isn't it? Isn't that like the hardest thing? I'm just wiping off a little chalk here. And I'm surprised Tati doesn't want to watch me paint. Is she asleep? Are they going to sleep?
I don't know. I just came in. I don't know. I got the dog in.
Tati, where are you?
I didn't think I was a luncheon.
Oh yeah. So I'm on YouTube, and I'll show you real quick. This is Tati. You can't see her. But how old are you, Tati?
16.
16. Oh, she's my good friend Stacy's daughter. She's 16. They just got here like an hour ago, and she came running down the hall when she heard me look for her. But she didn't think she was allowed to be in here while I'm doing this. So she's loving the painting. I didn't know she was into art. She loves it. So I should have set her up with an easel, but I already did half of it, so it wouldn't have worked out so good. All right, so anyways, yeah, I put a little bit more yellow ochre in it because I don't want it to be stark white. That was just a little too white, you know? So, now they don't have to look like horses per se because they're not. They're carnival rides. So that's why this one is so long, because you get a couple people on here. So it's kind of long and kind of narrow. You can pull up a chair. You know what, Tati? There's a chair right here by me.
Okay, now put this in the room real quick.
Yeah. Okay. So got my giant water jug. Oh, that was too much. Let's see. They said hi, Tati. And George is here, and I think the rest of them are ready to crash. They drove straight here from
North Dakota.
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
I can't, you know what, sometimes you say you're in Minnesota, sometimes you say, hey, you're in South Dakota. So I cannot keep up. Anyways, I'm painting the horse in. So I really don't think I need a lot of instruction to tell you that I'm coloring the horse. All right. Let me know if you're painting along and you did not. You'd like to put the horse in, but you did not yet, because I can give you some little dimensions on here if you need that. Well, otherwise, I hope you guys were able to save the image from the, what do you call it, thumbnail, because I made it with enough pixels that you should have been able to enlarge it if you needed to. So I'm just painting them in. And you know, their knees are kind of squared off, I notice. You know, I don't know horses. I have horse friends, I call them. Horse people friends. But horse people, man, they're more horse people than cat people are cat people. You know what I'm saying? They're more horse people than dog people are dog people, and cat people are cat people. They're for real committed. They better be. I think it costs a lot of money to get into horses. Yeah. All right. So it's funny with this delay. I'm watching myself paint. It's kind of cool. Carol, hey, how you feeling? Oh, Bonnie was born in South Dakota. Awesome. What part of South Dakota? Or is there a part? Uh, so Tati, a lot of painting you'll find if you get into it, which I hope you do, is the direction that you put. You can have your brush do a lot of the work for you. So you put your brush in a certain direction, and it will get the job done faster than if you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you see how I did that for the.
Mm-hmm.
So it does a lot of the work for you once you figure that out, you know. So that's part of the brain work. Is, you know, the rest of it is, a lot of it is how you're feeling when you're painting, but then some of it you have to stop and actually think with the other side of your brain, like which direction your brush is going. You know that left right brain right thing, right brain thing? You heard of that?
Yeah. Left brain's urgency.
Yeah. It's real. I'm telling you, that whole thing is real, because when you start painting, it's almost shocking how you get absent of things that are going on around you. And then, like, if you're teaching or something or talking, you guys don't mind me talking to Tati while I do this, right? Bonnie doesn't know. Oh, you were 3 months. Bonnie doesn't remember South Dakota because she was 3 months old when they left.
Gotta visit.
She said you gotta visit. It's really built up now, they claim.
So just Sioux Falls.
Oh, just Sioux Falls is built up. Okay. So because it's not a real horse, it's a fake horse, I feel like I could get away with more. All right. Now I don't know where that. Let me see this picture. I don't know where. Oh, that's this leg. All right. Sorry, guys. I kind of had like a little strange thing going on here. Okay. All right, and then this ankle thing has a knee. The ankle the ankle thing has a knee. In case you needed to know that. Oh gosh. Cinnamon would be ashamed of me. She knows horses. She would be like, "What did you just say?" Hope you're not watching, Cinnamon. Don't watch this. Because I will be naming pieces and parts what I want to name them. This is too high and too in the way. And this is too low. That's not going to work either. Let's see. What else am I missing? Hey, Yvonne. I missed whatever else was going on up there. Michael Ann. Sorry, I missed seeing some of you on the screen here. You're gonna have to show up again, because I missed some of you. I saw Carol come in, and Yvonne I just saw like after the fact, and Michael I almost didn't see you. Oh, they're just getting here. Okay, you see what I'm doing, right? This was too hard. This was too hard. It was too much. It was a good idea because I thought I wasn't gonna have to change the water, but I couldn't reach it. I'm like, this isn't working. Yeah, he's kicking up his heels. These are spirited horses. I almost forgot that word too. I should just stay away from the horse talk. All right. Let's see now. Now I do need my reference here. I need a little. All right. What in the world? What am I painting here? That's this. Okay, that's this. Okay, here's the horse. All right. I'm like, I was getting confused because, you know, when you chalk it in, after a while, it's like, after you wait a while, you can't remember exactly where you were going with it. All right, that's sort of a lot of this is saddle. So I'll work that out later. But yeah, a lot of that saddle. All right. And then the tail is gray and the, I want it a little bit more. The tail is gray. The saddle, I was going to put orange in the saddle because I don't want to keep using that, the burgundy color, the quinacridone magenta. Because it would be too much. It would look colorized. Yeah, I like a little tan in it. I might go over with another coat to get that. I like that much better. Yeah, they're kind of fancy, and there's these are, well, I think a lot of the horses are famous, but there's a couple pictures of this very same carousel, and I wish I had that information for you. I will probably I'll put it in the description later. How's that when I look it up? Give me some homework. All right. Dorothy, hi. Who else is sneaking in? People sneak in. Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to see over there. You could grab a chair if you want, put it over there. Or those stools are hard to move, but if you're in for a try-in.
Charging my phone too. So.
Oh. The stool might be a good spot. Yeah, these horses, they're all dressed out? Dressed out? Is that what you call them? How are these terms coming to me like that? Huh.
Wow, those technical terms.
Yeah, I know. I'm so proud of myself. I'll be ready to go to Kentucky Derby pretty soon. And then after I do this, because I'm trying to avoid the chalk, after I do this, I'm going to wipe this chalk off, the remainder of the chalk off. This has gone way faster than I thought it would go. I'm a little surprised. Who else is here? Hi, Cheryl. I wonder if, let me see. You know what I could do? Should I mess with it? Let me mess with it. Let me see here. How to tack. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Hang on, guys. Hang on. What do I want to do? Studio mode. That's it. And I want to go to scene 2. And I'm going to transition over. Cut over. How come it didn't cut? Scene 1, scene 3, scene 2, scene 2, cut. What's going on? That's bizarre. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. There's always going to be something that's not behaving. Oh. Yeah, there's always going to be something. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay. All right, let me catch up. Now, you know what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to take a detail brush and do the yellow ochre between these two horses so that you can tell one from the other. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do the same thing between the limbs so that you could tell where the one starts and where it stops. All right. I might just do that right now with my angle brush and just go right here. All right. And then I'm going to put a little bit more of the yellow ochre into that other leg, that back leg, than I had in the front leg. Now loaded it up a little, carried away. A little bit more. All right, let's see what's up. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. It gets a little scary, and that's when I get quiet. Because I'm like, I don't know. I'm wiping some of this chalk off. I just don't like all this chalk. I know what needs to go there. We're going to have to put the horse's mane in and all that stuff. But right now, I need to put the horse in first. All right. So let me hurry and do that. And if I have to, I might have to go over it again. Just fine. Because we have that dark color underneath. So. All right. So let's see. Here again, I'd like to make a little bit of a yellow ochre line right here too. Right here. And then the other one will be lighter. Yeah, might have to go over all of this again actually. And this, I'm gonna make his snout. The horses have snouts. Anyway, I'm gonna make that lighter. I'm gonna go up to the ear, come down here, up to the ear, go across here. Have an eye on the side. I mean, the horse's eyes are really on the side, like really on the side. Not almost on the side. Okay. All right. Now, they made it kind of weird. Like, this horse, they look a little goofy. It's like you can see their teeth. Like, really? So... just a little smudge here, and then up in here. All right. It's drying fast. It must be dry in the house. We had a lot of rain. A traceable? Okay. I wasn't sure. Someone asked for a traceable, and then I tried to make the, I guess I should have communicated that. I tried to make the, what do you call it? The photo that I have up. When I had the event, I have the event up, the photo, especially the photo that's on YouTube. I made it so that you can actually download it and then print it out. Oh, you don't have a printer. Oh, okay. All right. Well, what would you do? How would you do that then with the traceable? If I put it on like Pinterest or something, you'd still have to print it out, right? Yeah. Yeah, this one here. Yep, that's how it is. And you know what? I guess that's how one of the ways they make it look different. It is real rounded looking, very rounded looking. The hind end. Yeah, some are long and skinny, and this one's like more rounded, and yeah, they look like that. If you look at it in the photograph, they look like that. So, and I think it's it gives it more interest because they don't all look the same. And when kids go to get on these horses, they know which one they want to get on. I remember that. It's like, no, I want to get on that one. Like, really? So they don't all look the same to the little kids either. It's interesting. This one's ear is back, like it has that racehorse look to it. That's probably appealing to the boys. It won't copy. Oh. Well, so then you don't need a traceable then if it's not going to copy, because I think you need a copier for yeah, I think you need all of that in order to use a traceable anyway. I don't know. Maybe somebody else could help you with that. As far as what to do. But I could give you the dimensions if you're painting. Are you painting alone? Because I could give you the dimensions of the horse. In a minute, I'll give you the dimensions because that's what I was prepared to do if somebody was painting along and needed it. needed the dimensions. Okay, how's that? I even have metric on my ruler. I'm really fancy. I'm really ready for you. Let's see. Okay. I think the eye is a little too big. All right. And this one. All right. Okay, that works. All right. And this, I'm all over the place, right? This one you don't see the rest of the leg because it's behind this one. Oh, I got chalk in it. It sounded impressive, right? The clinking of the glass. Are you impressed by that, Tati? Not really. Aren't you sleepy? No?
I'm exhausted.
Why don't you go to sleep? You're not gonna make me feel bad. You won't make me feel bad. I'll totally understand that.
I'm trying to watch.
You know what? It's gonna be up on video. So I'll teach you how to get on so you can see it later. All right. Yep. I'll put it on for you later. You can see it on video. Because I don't want you to get sick. You know, sometimes when we get too tired, we get sick.
And if I sleep now, I won't be able to sleep through the night. It's like 7:30.
I could. I can sleep now and
I'm
just
gonna
keep.
wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and be like,
I have that gift. I can sleep now and keep on sleeping. Yeah. Every time I think I'm fooling myself, I'm not. All right, that's most of it. Oh. Tina, everything is fixable. Tina says this is her first horse, and they're a sight. But you know, horses aren't easy. But everything acrylic is fixable. You know, and it's not really. We're not trying to be masters. We're not. Why do we paint together? Because we're together trying to do this. And you know what? I didn't tell anybody to have a break. Break time. If you want to take a break, take a break. Get up and stretch, because all of a sudden I'm starting to feel it too. I mean, like, you know, that when you're concentrating and you're not, that's why I like painting very easy. That's why I didn't put real horses on here, because I wanted to be able to have that for everybody, that freedom of it not being, not having to be realistic. And if they are painted horses, then they're not going to be realistic. There's that butt. Yeah. Yep, he's kicking his legs up. So that's why he looks like that. Yeah, so do we have 300 members yet? Hey, Esther, how are you? Do we have 300 yet? I've been waiting. We get like so close, and we got to 297. I was like, oh, we're definitely gonna have 300 by tomorrow. And then, well, you know, some people aren't qualified. So we can't like let everybody come in. Because, you know, you all are special. We can't let just anybody come in the group. But anyways, yeah, it's like it's not like Facebook is teasing me. It's like really so close and then nothing. Thumbs up, cool. Hey, I'm happy to see 3, let alone 3 thumbs up. Oh, I got jokes. All right. So yeah, when I have the 2 legs together, I I bring one to the background by putting more yellow ochre into the titanium white. And now we have some shading to do on these horses too. So especially this big one in the front, it's dry enough where we can actually tackle that. We'll be able to tackle that shading part. Yeah, this is where I got into trouble with all this chalk. Too much chalk. I'm not worried about that chalk here. Let's see, 299 still? Seriously? Oh. All right, so now here's what we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna give it another coat. I'm gonna give this guy another coat right here. Esther, you're painting too? I didn't know you were painting last time, or did you catch up? ATM. I don't understand what ATM is. I got some schmutz. I'm not really like doing a whole lot of explaining. The only thing I was talking about was the slight color difference so that we can tell one limb from another, you know, which one's in the background. So I'm putting the ones with a little more titanium, a little bit more yellow ochre in the background. Um, and I noticed too that horses kind of have knobby knees everywhere. They have ankle knees. They have knee knees. So, just saying. They don't have what we have, that's for sure. I'm noticing. And that like makes a big difference. Am I getting this right on my brush? Okay. And if I'm not, they're not real horses. So we're all right. We're good. Okay. All right. That's pretty good. Now, another thing I wanted to do was I want to bring some shading out into the top part where his main, you know, the top of his head here. There's like a shadow here that I'd like to bring out. So what I'm going to do is dip my brush into this, straight into my dirty brush, straight into the yellow ochre, okay? And then, wow, I don't know. I think this needs to be a little thicker. I need to thicken this up a little bit. Yeah, that's better. That's better. I'm like, something's looking kind of funny, a little off about him. There you go. Now, with that, I'm going to go straight into this yellow ochre, and I'm going to come down like this. A little bit more on my brush. I'm going to come down like this. Okay? And then just fan it out a little bit. Alright, so I gave it a little bit of a shading there. And then a little bit here, because you want horses to look muscular. You don't want them to look too flat. And even though it is a replica, it's still a horse. Okay? So you don't want it to look too flat. And then here, I'm going to wipe this chalk off down here. Oh yeah, Corey was on. He was helping me out, making sure that I didn't have any issues. When I was preparing for this, I did my classic losing all of my sound on everything. And it was not today, fortunately. So it was yesterday that Corey was troubleshooting. And he spent a lot of time on it too, troubleshooting. So it was not an easy fix. Now I'm thinking I got the wrong leg in front, and I do. I have the wrong leg in front. So this leg here is the front leg. That's why it was looking funny. This one needs to be the white one, the whiter one. All right. I had them reverse. I'm like, what's going on here? So I need to go from here. See how I did that? And I need to this way. There you go. That's better. I'm like, something's looking a little off. See, that's when I glance at my reference to help me out. I'm not staring at it the whole time. And then I'm going to put a little white streak here, because this is, it's going to be, you're going to see some shading in here. So actually the darker part, I'm letting some of that stay. And then, so, yeah, you see some little streaks in here to show some musculature. Same thing with the other one. The other leg that's in the other side, you want to show a little bit of musculature. So you want to put some white highlights toward the front. Leave the back. Leave the back a little darker. And then that's okay. All right. Same way with this leg here. So we're getting into the highlights and the shading now. So same with this leg here. We're going to put some white up here. Okay. It's not white, because I don't have my brush. I'm not washing my brush off. And then we're going to put some white here. All right. A little bit of a diamond in the middle. And then we're going to hit this knee and then come down here. All right. And then some white here. So that's my highlight. Same with this knee. I'm going to put a white streak toward the front here. Come down. All right. I don't know if you can see this. All right. And then maybe a little bit back here. Now I'm going to take my yellow ochre, mix it in so I have more yellow ochre than white. And then I'm going to make these streaks. I'll make these streaks like right here. And another streak here. All right. And that gives it, and it also gives it like more of a painted look. You know, gives it a little bit more of a painted look there. And then in the back here, definitely going to be more yellow ochre than white in this back leg. I put it all on almost the same color at the beginning, knowing that I'm going to highlight it, okay? All right. So it's a little exaggerated, but that's okay, because it's a painting. It's not really a horse. I'm putting a little bit of white on here, a little bit more white. Bring the white out, certain areas. And now I'm going to go back here. I'm going to put a little bit of highlight here, shading here with the yellow ochre. A lot more shading here. Okay. All right. Now, same with the ears. Go up with that, the yellow ochre, and around the eye a little bit. And then I'm going to go back into the white, and I'm going to come down here and highlight this part of the horse. Okay. All right. Okay. I hope everybody's doing okay. I see everybody's checking in with each other, how you're doing, and I don't often get to see that part. I hope everybody's doing okay. So I'm doing the same thing with these horses in the back for whoever's painting. I'm throwing some white in here. Okay, a little bit of white. And I'm throwing some highlights in here too. Okay. Okay. And same with back here. I'm going to throw some white highlights in here. Well, it's not quite as skinny as it was. Pinch that off. Okay. And a little bit of, okay. And there's some back here. We could put a little bit of a muscle here. Put a little bit here. All right. And then a little bit of white here. All right. After a while, you get the hang of it. Okay. Are they looking like carousel horses? We're going to be doing our gray. We're going to be doing our, you like it, babe? Mm-hmm. We're going to be doing our gray, our mane. That's always fun. That's the fun part. Am I missing any horse flesh here? Okay. And then this one looks like he's missing some paint. All right. Okay. All right. I know we have eyes and all that kind of stuff to do, but I'm not too concerned about that right now. That's like that's an afterthought. Okay. Oh, stretch, stretch, stretch. Are the twins are both home now? You might have told me that. I have to go up and look. I'm stretching and breaking and I'm gonna look. Oh, I didn't know you had twins too. That's cool. Oh, they came home yesterday. Yay. Congratulations. Yay. That means they're both doing pretty good, huh? I'm wiping my chalk off. Some of these areas. Oh, okay. Now they're starting to look like horses without the chalk on their legs. All right, that's pretty cool. All right. Let's see. I'm anxious to meet them. New babies are always good news. My twins are double blessing. Not sure, Doc. Just interested in pain management. Is that the shooting pain down my leg? Ah, okay. All right, guys. So this is what I'm gonna do. I have some phthalo blue on my palette. It's probably dried up by now. I'm going to use what's on my palette and make kind of a gray. So I'm going into that and my yellow and excuse my reach, but I needed a little quinacridone magenta. Quinacridone magenta. And let me see. Okay, so yellow ochre, phthalo blue, quinacridone magenta, and white. That should give us a nice gray. Yeah, it's a blue gray. It's really pretty. So Tina, yellow ochre, phthalo blue, quinacridone magenta, and white is the gray. So let me put it on here in case you're not listening. Yellow ochre, tail, and mane, yellow ochre, phthalo blue, Q magenta, and white, blue, gray color is result. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, whatever you paint on, that's cool. And in a way, it's kind of nice when you do that because the second time you do it, it's just you have much more confidence. You know what I mean? I noticed that with me the second time I do it. All right, so this is a dark. So I'm starting out with the dark for the mane, okay? The mane is kind of cool. I don't know if I have the right brush though. I don't know if I like this brush. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, it's like curly. So I'm just making these like I gotta do it in a place where you could see it. Let me see. I'll try to do it on here. Well, it's not doing the same. I'm doing this kind of a thing because I know it's hard to see on here, but I'm doing this kind of a thing up there, okay? Close together, coming all the way down. It's kind of a curly hue. It didn't look too nice on that paper because it didn't do so well on the paper. But anyway, that's what I'm doing. I'm kind of going like that. I don't know if you could see it. But, and then it swirls around. And it swirls and it swirls and it comes down. And that's what that's about. That's why he was looking a little weird. And then I'm going to highlight. I'm going to lighten that up and highlight it. Okay? And I got to go behind the ears. Go behind the ears with that. Okay? And the same with the others, and the same with the tail. With this dark bluish gray. It's like a steel gray. Okay? And the same with that, except I'd like to take this off. All this chalk off. And the same with that. That's going to be swirled down. So that's going to be a swirl like that. And then that's going to be highlighted so you can see the difference with that too. All that's going to be swirled around because they're all dressed. They got places to be shown. So I'm going to dip into the white. Oh, my stuff's drying out. Probably because of the fan blowing. That's what it is. And I got a touch of phthalo blue in here, which is perfectly fine. So same thing. I'm just going to highlight just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just highlight. It's all in the wrist action. Okay. So I have a little, put a little titanium white, and it actually accidentally, on purpose, happy accident, got a little of the phthalo blue in it. So that was fine. And a little bit of the titanium white is in it, which is fine. And because they're not real horses, you're not going to be able to see the background into it. So it's purposely filled in. Everybody's still painting. Whoop! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Goof up alert. Goof up alert. Okay. I'm going to go into that blue, that steel blue, that gray color, and then come down like this. Okay. I kind of like it. What do you think, guys? Now I have to load I've got a mess here. Hey, honey, you awake? Could you fill this up with some water? Because my jars are getting, that jar of water is bad. Okay, I'm just gonna put some more white on my palette. And I'm gonna highlight that. And I need some more paper towels because I'm being kind of messy in it. Like, you know how I get. It makes me a little crazy. Okay. Look, I got paint on my hands. That's bad. All right. You're liking it? Okay, so I'm going into this tail and I'm swirling, swirling. I'm swirling and I'm swirling
You want water?
in that jar.
This one here?
I like that little phthalo blue in there. So I'm going to give it a little bit of highlight. And I'm going to do the same thing here. And I'm going to just swirl, swirl, swirl around. Tina, you hanging in there? I hope I'm not frustrating you. Who else is painting? I know Tina's painting, but who else is painting? Okay, some more white. Alright. And then more of the steel. And then it comes down because it's not real hair, so we gotta make sure it's not looking like it's really flowing. Okay? You can't have it really flowing like real hair. All right. You saw George? Thanks, babe.
Right.
I needed to dip my hands in here and get this. This is bugging me. This is why I don't pour. You good, Tina? Cool. Cause you know what? It's like I could never keep up when I was following somebody. You amaze me. You could you're like right there and you're done and then you post your painting and then you're done. And I'm like, how'd she do that? I'm wiping this chalk off because I'm going to be starting on this tail too. All right. I already have an idea where it's going, so I just didn't want the chalk on there. Okay. That was fun. And then, and I'm going to be doing these manes. I was like, why do these look like dogs? Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. They're missing stuff. They're like a cross between dogs and dinosaurs. It's like, what's going on? Okay. Oh. All right, I'm going to take a second before I do the other manes and tail. Where are we on time? Oh, it's after 8. Cheryl, you painting? Cheryl, you need to take a break? Tina, you want to take a break? Like, chat break? You got great highlights in there? That's the fun part, right? It's almost like dyeing hair or something. I have to do a little fix on mine because I see some background in there that I don't like through the hair. You know, I gotta fix. I have some gold showing. So I have some fixes to do. Don't want gold showing in the hair. All right. Cover that up. You know, as it dries, it gets darker too. I have a smaller brush. This is so much better. It's working so much better. Covering that gold up. And I didn't want a big brush because then it would wipe out everything. All right. All right, that's good. Okay. Now for the other ones, I'm going to stick with this smaller brush. It's giving me a little more control. All right. I don't even know where my, that's funny. I don't even know where my reference is. I have one of one horse, but I don't know where my one is that has all my horses in it. So I'm going to wing it. I'm going to definitely wing it. All right, what am I missing? Oh, you like this, the first horse? Yeah. The rest of them look kind of weird in the reference too. But they don't, I tell you what, they don't look alike. They had fun painting these horses because they don't look the same, that's for sure. I will never look at carnival horses the same again. Yeah, never again. And I remember they had this kind of thing. And probably this thing. Probably why the head was shaped funny. Okay. All right. That looks kind of okay. And I want to get a little bit of that phthalo stuff going on. All right. Okay, cool. And then this guy, he needs something too. He's a little bald-headed. All right, I know he had this. I know that. I remember. It was different. All right. Okay. Okay. Need a little water. It's not spreading too good. Could you turn that fan off? I think that's making a huge difference. It's like drying my paint fast. All right. And this will look better. That's not mouth. Those are the what do you call them? Reins. Those are the reins, the leads, or whatever you call those. So that's why that looks a little odd. Oh, that's all. I'm done with the hair. I was having a good time with the hair. All right. So I guess that's it with that. While I have this blue, I'm gonna put a little bit more. Let's see. What am I gonna do for the eyes? I want to go dark, but not too dark. Let me see. What will I do? I think the quinacridone in that mix is going to give me a real dark color. Quinacridone, I put a little phthalo blue on my brush, my dirty brush that was in that gray. And I put a little quinacridone. It's going to give me an almost black, like a really, really dark blue. And that's how I'm going to fill in those eyes. I'm going to fill in those eyes. And that's almost too big. I'll fix it. Don't worry. And then the nostril there. Okay. I'll fix it. Okay. Let's see if I have any of this left. I think I'm losing George. I think he's going. Yeah, my stuff dried up. It doesn't usually dry up that fast. I think it's that fan. Okay. Some. Been painting over an hour. Yeah, well, believe it or not, there's only thing left now is the saddle, pretty much. So, so whatever you want to do, you know, I have the shadow. Now, I think what I'm going to do is, because I'm like running out of time-wise, schedule-wise. So what I think I'm going to do is, whoever wants to go to bed, go to sleep, I'm going to say goodnight to you, especially you, Yvonne. Because, yeah, I forgot you're over there. So, so good night to you. I hope you have a good night's sleep. I'm going to keep going with this. Not because I can't stop, but because I can't stop schedule-wise. I have more paintings to do starting Monday, and I have a lot going on. I have a memorial service coming up. So I have a lot going on. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and finish this and save it, and it'll be in video form. Okay. Good night, Dorothy. Yeah. So Dorothy, good night. You don't have to stay up for me for support or any of that. Get your rest. I'm just going to do this and finish it, and then put it up in video form. So anybody that wants to hang with me can hang with me. Take your break, go to the bathroom, do your stretches and all that stuff. If you want to go to bed, go to bed. I'm just going to keep this going. I don't think I hit record. Anyway, I'm going to keep this going, keep this up, okay? I think it's going to record regardless. All right. No, you need to get your rest. It's late there. All right. Good night. Thanks for coming. Yeah. Yep. You get the rest on replay. Yeah. And I'll see what I can do as far as, I don't know how to help you as far as, I'll try to give you some dimensions, you know, from nose to tail, the size of the horse and all that stuff. That might help you. All right. You take care. All right. So anyway, I don't have that much left. So all I'm going to do is fill in for the I'm going to fill in for the saddle. I'm going to play with the saddle because I'm getting tired too. But like I said, I got too many things. Too many things coming up right now. All right. So all right. Okay. I kind of knocked that eye back a little bit because it was a little too obvious. And this I'm gonna make so lighten it up a little so it's not so obvious too. All right. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to play with the saddle. Yay, I love that part. That's the color part. I'm a color weirdo. So now I'm going to play with this the saddle and my round brush here so I can get a little bit more detail. I'm putting some orange out. Good night, Dorothy. Sleep tight. I'm putting some orange out. If you don't have orange, you could use cad yellow and cad red and cad yellow together. All right. And I'm going to outline right around this. And it looks a lot, it's blending a lot into the, it's going to be hard for you to see what I'm trying to say. But I'm putting orange around here because enough of that quinacridone. Enough's enough on that. All right, and this, okay. This has like a thing like that, and this goes around and up, and then it goes across and down. It goes across and then down. This is that saddle. This is my orange. I just have straight orange, but like I said, you can make it. All right, and then go all the way up, and then it's going to come down again right here. I'm going to come down. I'm going to skip this little spot here, and then come down here. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to come down here. Well, I already did that. I'm going to come across here. Okay. All right. And let's see. So that's that. I'm going to do it again now because now it's dry enough. I think it's dry enough. All right. And then in between here is going to be more of a turquoisey color. Okay. More of a blue turquoisey than a, it's going to be more blue turquoise than the greenish turquoise. All right. And the same with here. I'm just going to a little bit, just put a little bit of orange on here so it looks like he's got his stuff too. All right, now they don't look like they're missing pieces and parts. All right. And then this one, okay, so now I did the orange part. I'm going to skip and I'm going to go into the phthalo blue. Just phthalo blue and lighten it up with a little white. All right. I'll lighten it up a little bit. And that's going to be this right here, the saddle part. All right. That was easy. All right. And then I'm going to do the Southern Ocean blue. And then do the rest of the rest of the saddle. Who's here? Like I said, if you're tired, Get up, go to the bathroom, stretch. I'm like stretching a little bit on here. Stretch a little when I go to look at you guys. So I got a little Southern Ocean blue. I have straight Southern Ocean blue. Dipping a little water here. And so that would be the same as phthalo blue and some yellow. And some white. And get that turquoise color, sort of. But mine's going to be more, it's going to be more turquoise, so you don't want to put too much yellow in it because you'll get too, it'll be green, very green. I want mine to be, let's see, what do I have here? Yeah, I want mine to be blue. I mean, more of a blue turquoise, so here we go. So that's that. Okay. And then I'm going to come around the back and then do the same thing. And this is the part that gives it a, this is the painted part. All right. The painted horse. That's what gives it that look, the artsier look. Okay. All right. And then the same thing with down here. Susan, how are you? Yeah, you can watch it later. And I don't want anybody to feel like they have to stay up for this. I'm kind of on a tight time constraint. So normally I would have made it a part 3, but you can make your own part 3, okay? Because I can't work. I don't have any days left to work on this. I have to go to work tomorrow night, so I don't have days to work on this. All right, and then Monday I start with the collab with Esther, so I'm like running out of that kind of time. Okay, this one I think I'm gonna put a little something on here. All right, and then I'm gonna go in here. And this is also turquoise. All right. So like I said, if you have Southern Ocean blue, it's just easier because you have a lot less mixing to do. I just went into that orange. Oops. Oops. Wipe that back out. All right. Okay. And then a little bit more here. All right. Now with this guy, his saddle, what you have to do is you have to put some stripes on there. I think there's a flag or something. I'm not going to get into all that detail. So I'm just going to put some stripes in here. I think it's dry enough, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to put some little circles in here. Some dots. We need some dots in here. All right. Just some little circles. This is just the design part, okay? All right. Then I'm going to take some quinacridone magenta and then kind of dot around that too. And so just the point of the brush. I have a little round brush here for details. All right. So I'm just going to take the point of that and go around the round part, around the white part. Get rid of some of that white. You don't want the white jumping out at you. Okay. While I have this on my brush, I'm going to dip it in the white, and I'm going to make some stripes here on here. I'll put some stripes in here. Okay, give it a little shape, a little signature thing. And then down here has some stripes and some quinacridone magenta. So I have a combination, and I'm going to do that on here. Okay, that's a little signature thing. And then up here, I know it has an eagle and a flag and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. You could do that if you want to. You know, you could do that if you want, but I'm making mine look more like an insignia. Like, you know, I don't want to get too detailed. That's too much. Too much. All right, so there we go. Okay, so that's good enough for that. Then I'm putting a little bit of highlights on here. Okay, a little something something, a little something something. All right, a little something something right there. All right, so then here it needs a little something here. I think I'll do that little gray. I still have some that's not dry. I'm not hitting what's on the picture. Okay. Now, don't forget, I'm taking I put some quinacridone magenta and orange in here. And I'm kind of going across here because just to tone it down a little bit. All right. I'm going to do the quinacridone magenta and orange. Just kind of graze it out a little. And I'm going to come down here too. All the way from the top and all the way down. Okay, so that goes into his mouth. Okay. All right. So it's getting there. Now he's got this fancy stuff here. And then he's got this, I'm going to make mine turquoise. I should wipe my brush off because now it's getting gray. I'm going to make a turquoise thing, circle, turquoise circle, right on that, right on here. I think that's kind of important. Okay. Okay. It kind of got gray on me. I don't like that. So I wiped my brush off. Dipped in a little bit more white. I'm going to make this, yeah, there you go. And then we have this thing going across too. Okay. So I'm just fixing it up, you know, do whatever. Okay. Now, with these guys, you kind of have to do something similar. You know, put something across the ears and then down. Okay, same thing. And that's why this is not, that's why I say it's not a mouth. It's part of, you know. Okay, it's part of the decor. All right, that pretty much does the horse's part. That pretty much does it as far as they're concerned. And the only thing left I have to do, oh, I forgot something. Only thing left I have to do is put the poles in. And I know at first I said I was going to put the poles in first, but it made it a little weird. So I have to put the poles in. And then after that, I'm done. Okay, so I don't know who hung with me. Well, actually, there is another little final touch. I forgot. I'm going to take a light phthalo blue, or maybe that gray that I had, and put a whole lot of white in it. And I want to do like a sky effect right here. I'm going to do a sky. I'm just going to cut this off a little bit. So I don't know who's watching, who's not watching, who's done, who's not done. But I needed to bring some light in here and put a sky in here in this carnival ride. And I decided that it's gonna go here. Okay? So, because it's too dark in here. And we don't want the kids scared. So we're gonna give them some light. And we're gonna go up so that that becomes a canopy. Okay? Alright. So that's what that is. In case you saw the chalk and was trying to figure it out. Alright. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Take some of this blue, whole ton of white. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going up here, coming down, and bringing some light in here. Bring some light in. And I'm running into the horse on purpose. That's going to be my stopping point for the light on this side. And then I'm going to bring it down right here. And that's it. So I watch his ears. I watch his mane. And him. Okay, so that's that. That's that. Okay. So I brought some light into this place. All right. All right. I think I'm going to bring it out a little bit more where my chalk line is. Okay. Okay, good. Got that accomplished. So you see where that's bringing some light into the carnival? And the bottom, I'm going to kind of do the same thing, but I don't want it to be so light. I'm going to use more of that steel gray that I used. I had quite of a glob of it. And I'm going to do the same thing on the very bottom edge. I'm going to round that off because that's like the platform. And I'm doing the same thing down here. But I'm going to darken that up. That's a little too light. Did you see what I did? And I'm going to go up the same way right here. It doesn't matter if it's even because it depends on where you're standing, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. Well, that was a little too prove a point. That was a little too. Oh, my hands are gross. All right. All right. So this is what. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Okay. Now I'm getting like really sloppy. There we go. Okay. I got so much paint on here. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm putting paint on here instead of taking it off. Okay, that's good. All right. Hopefully it stays up. I'm trying to remember if I hit record, but I think it should stay up on here when we're done. I believe. I went into the Southern Ocean Blue because I just wanted to darken it up a little bit. So Southern Ocean Blue, putting a little white on here. It's a dirty brush. But it just was like, I don't like it that light on the bottom edge. So I'm putting some Southern Ocean blue in here. Yeah, that's a circus color. Okay, much better. Much better. And the same thing here. Okay, much better. I like that now. I'm good with that. The other one was bugging me. It was just too light. It just broke my rules of dark corners. Okay, so that's good. That's good. All right. And now all we have left, anybody else hanging in there? Okay. Even if there's one or two or none, it's okay. I know I lost some. It's okay. Okay. But there's more in there than I thought. Like there's 6 of you guys, maybe 5. Okay. So that works out. Okay, now all I have to do now is put the poles in, and I'm gonna throw some, I have some goldish color. I have like this copper color, whatever you have. You have gold, you have copper, you have yellow ochre, you have yellow. As long as you have a combination of 2 colors that have a gold look to it, you could accomplish what we need to accomplish. So I have like a coppery color, and I have cad yellow, medium. And I want to put some poles there. I have a straight edge ruler here. So here's what I want to do. I want to look like there's some horses in behind this horse. You know, I don't want to just have the 2 poles like there's no more horses. So I'm going to randomly put some, oh, where's my chalk? I'm going to randomly put some poles up here, like 2 at a time, you know, 2 at a time. And let's see, where else am I going to put them? I'll put them right here. They're not going to go like, they're not going to be perfectly straight. They're going to be like, some of them going to be slightly at an angle, but next to each other, they'll be straight. I'm just putting 1 line for each. Then I'm going to put 1 back here in the background. Okay. And let's see, where else? Okay, so maybe I'll put one here. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So I'm putting, now these are going to be 2, 2, 1. And I'm going to come down with it as well. So, you know, that one I'm not going to come down under the horse. Okay. All right. So you got the idea. So here's what we're going to do. Take a fresh, I'm going to take a fresh brush here. Put my other brushes to rest. All right. And it has like a braided look to it. So I'm going to start out with my copper. Whatever, you could use your yellow ochre, and you could darken it up a little bit with some burnt sienna, you know, and that'll give you a darker gold color. And I'm going to come down here. I'm going to try to come down here. Okay, and I'm going to double it up. Okay, so that's my 1. I'm going to put another one here. Oh. Okay. So I have 2 here. I use my baby finger a lot of times to balance. I was trying to use the ruler to balance. That wasn't working out so good. Okay. Now I'm going to come down here. All right. And then there was one I was going to come down here. Oh. Well, that was kind of a goof. Because there's no horse attached to it. Oh. I didn't want one with no horse in front of it. Okay. Doesn't matter. You get the idea. All right. All right. So there could still be a horse back there somewhere. Okay. Now, I'm going to take the yellow and I'm going to kind of, for each one, woo, I'm going to braid it a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit of a swirl in it. Thicken it up. And then give it kind of a braided look. I'm going from both sides. I dipped into the cad yellow and I'm just kind of giving it a whisk on both sides. Thicken it and give it a braided look. And I'm going to go into cat yellow again, make my brush skinny. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just give it a little kind of highlights it and gives it a little thickness and a little braided look. So it's not so just like sticks. And I'm doing the same thing on this side. All right. Okay. Okay, that's good. All right, and then the same thing with these. And then that's going to wrap it up, guys. A little bit of a highlight here. I'm skipping a spot. Skip, skip. Skip, skip. It's all an illusion. Skip. Okay. And then the same thing over here, but like not so much, not so obvious. This is more background. So I'm just like a little hint of it, but not darkening it up quite as much. Okay. And then that, folks, that, oh, I forgot about the bottom part. When you step back, you always see something that you wouldn't have seen if you didn't step back. And I just happened to pull back. All right. All right. Unless I'm missing something, and there's probably like tiny little fixes, and like the eyeballs probably could be fixed a little bit and all that stuff. But that's about it for now. I mean, like I said, I have some little touch-ups and stuff like that, and the feet of the horses and all that. But there's always some touch-up to do. So, you're liking it? All right. So, I don't know if you can see it good. I'm going to try to bring it a little bit more close up. I don't know, for some reason my studio wasn't doing it for me. So let me see if I can bring it more close up. Logitech. Cut in. Scene transitions. Uh, Yeah, it doesn't look like it's, let me see. Let's see, configure video. See if I could zoom it up a little bit for you guys. Oh. And let me see if I could bring it down just a tad, and then I'm going to pan it just a tad. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay. All right. I wonder how come I can't. That's bizarre. Oh, I didn't want me in it. Oh. I can't seem to cut over. Scene. Scene switcher. Huh. That's the best I could do, I guess. Yeah, that's the best I could do. Let me bring this down. All right. So what do you think? I'm gonna cut in here and see you guys, because I'm kind of calling that a day for now. And the color, like, I don't know why the color didn't. This is orange right here. This is really orange that's around the saddle. So I don't know why that looks, it looks quinacridone magenta, which is kind of weird. But anyway, it's a lot prettier with the orange on there. All right, let me see. Tell me, catch me up, catch me up. Let's see. Okay, so Esther, you started it. You just have to finish it. All right. I hope it posts. I hope it stays up. I have to look. Are you having some pain, Esther? Oh no, migraine? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I will hope all of you feel better. Bonnie, I'm surprised you stayed up, stayed with this. I know you're tired. I know, Tina, you're probably tired. Everybody's probably tired because this really went long. And I was hoping everybody would just go to bed when they were ready. All right, I'll post the picture when I'm done, because this really doesn't do it any justice at all. It looks like the background is still in here. So it looks kind of weird. So yeah, I'll definitely post a picture. I'm going to say goodnight to everyone. You know, because I don't want you to stay up a minute longer. So I sound like a mother hen. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for moderating. And thanks, everybody, for attending. We had a pretty decent attendance. Yeah, we had about, I don't know, what did we have? 8, 9? So we did pretty good. Maybe 10. Thanks. So I'll post the picture, but I'm going to say goodnight for now. Bye. Oh, I didn't know you were still on here, Corey. Thanks. Thanks, Corey. That's too funny. All righty. Corey, everything went well, except the only thing that didn't go well was I couldn't transition. I couldn't transition to just the painting, but it's close enough. They could still see it. So it's not so bad. All right, good night. Take care, everyone. Get some good rest. Thank you, Corey. Take care. Hugs and kisses. All right. Whoop. No, stop screen.